Hi. Okay, right now I'm at Rainforest Wild Asia and I found the perfect candidate, okay, as for my senior for GER 201. Her name is Lily. Hi there. Hi Lily. Can you please give us a short introduction of yourself?
Hi, I'm Lily. Guess how old I am or how young I am? I'm 63 and this is where I work as an adventure guide.
Can you share with us some of your childhood experiences with us, probably one or two?
Sure. I'll share one very memorable experience. When I was growing up, my paternal grandparents is in Chestnut, which is now the dairy farm area. So they have a farm and they also have cows. So every time when I'm young, during weekends or even festive occasion, I would normally be summoned by my paternal grandmother to help her to cut and chop. And this very, very special dish that I grew up eating, and now even today, I still enjoy eating, but I don't prepare it. We call it underneath rice. It's one of my favorite that I can eat it every day of my life.
Our next question will be, okay, throughout your years of your life, right? What are some significant events? Okay, probably you can share from your career or your hobbies. Yeah, maybe you can share some.
Significant event. I used to work for the Ministry of Home Affairs in the Security Command, and then eventually went over to Brunei to work for the royal family.
Yeah.
And then that's where I left Singapore to volunteer in Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar in Outer Mongolia, and finally went to northern part of China to give up my time to a children's home for children with special needs that have been abandoned. I would say that is the main key turning point in my life to spend my time with these children with special needs, because I think they changed my perspective and my paradigm shift in my lifestyle and even in how I utilize my finances. And finally, just last year, December of 2024, I end my contract with Ministry of Health, and a friend actually saw this advertisement for Forest Adventure as an adventure guide.
Nice.
And she says, "Hey Lily, this is so you have to go for it." And here I am as an adventure guide in my prime young senior age.
What is one advice that you will give to our younger generations in Singapore? Okay, perhaps when they are starting out their work or whatever hobbies that they might start out with, right? How would you advise them, okay, on to lead a meaningful and a fulfilling life?
I would say very important to have work-life balance. Besides work, also need to keep yourself healthy. By how do you keep healthy? Not only by giving yourself choose to eat healthily. I would say eating is a choice. Food should be your medicine and medicine should be your food. And not only that, continue to have movement, any kind of movement. It can be walking, it can be cycling, it can be swimming, or any activity that you enjoy, or even outdoor activity. So start young and not to wait until when you are much, much older, you start. I would say start young so that your older self will be thankful for what you did when you were young.
Okay, Lily.
Yes.
So for my next question, okay, that I pose to you is, what are some challenges or difficulties that you face while using certain technologies such as smartphones or smart tablets or even our ticketing system right here in Rainforest Wild Asia?
I would say the challenges over here is not so great. It's only when I came back probably in 2013, because I was in the rural part of Northeastern Asia, any modern gadget at all. Being a rural area, I don't even rely on any of that, and I don't own any of that. It's only when I came back in 2013, I was faced with all the modern technology. So that was the first time that I actually learned how to use a mobile phone, a smartphone, and even a tablet. And it was my ex-colleague from Honestly, a startup company, that guided me on how to use that, and I'm very thankful to them, because that was a big hurdle that I managed to overcome. And today, it makes learning easier for me being in Rainforest Wild Asia.
So Lily, for
Yes.
our next question, okay, what I want to know is, could you share with us, right, what is your daily routine, okay, as a forest adventure guide
All right.
in Rainforest Wild Asia?
Sure. Usually in the morning when we arrive, beside wearing on our harness, we will have our morning briefing. And after that, we proceed to our various stations. For example, if I am stationed at the canopy jump, what we do is when we arrive, we will take all the harness and then we do all the morning check to ensure that all the towers and all the equipment and everything is all in order, that is safe before we can start the operation. And at the end of the day, of course, we have a debrief.
All right. Cross. For our last question, okay, what I would like to know is, what are some of your thoughts, right, on technologies, all right, and how can the seniors, right, overcome, right, the willingness to use technologies to pay for their medical as well as their food expenses.
This is a very relevant question because my 86-year-old mother, she has zero knowledge on all this technology, not even owning a mobile phone. So it's a real challenge. And even myself, being with the Ministry of Health before, supporting the Healthier SG movement, meeting a lot of senior at community center or even at the local area where they all congregate. Majority of them has challenges just having the mobile app with all this technology to do payment and even booking system. So I would say either their grandchildren or children can be patient enough to guide them slowly or even to help them to do that. Because doing it for my mother, I know the challenge of it. Even though I will to guide her, I doubt she will be able to remember or even to manage it because there's a fear of that she do it wrongly and she may get cheated or she may have pay the payment to another organization.
Yes, correct. We appreciate you spending time with us again to do this interview again to fulfill my group project. If you were to give a closing quote, okay, on our young seniors, what would it be?
I would say make a difference, live actively, live purposefully, and be grateful for life, abundant life.
Thank you.
Specially thanks to Rainforest Wild Asia interviewee Lily and staff of Forest Adventure.